So the Stick wanted to see my most favourite game on the Atari 8-bit, and I'd say it's probably this one. I mean, there's quite a few games on the system which I could class as my favourite game, but my most favourite probably would be this one, I think. It's Journey to the Planets, and it's just such a classic game. I've got a lot of fond memories of playing it when I was a little kid. It's got a lot of charm. It came out in 1982, so that would make it 25 or 27 years old now. It still works. This is a rare game as well. Well, it's rare on cassette anyway, and you can see at the top there it says that it's on cassette. On cartridge and disc it's not that rare. So I just love the look of the box, like the artwork and the colours and everything. That's basically the person you control, and that's one of the treasures, and there's this spaceship, and there's a comet. You've got to avoid comets in the game. So yeah, you basically you visit different planets, you do puzzles on them, you can shoot aliens, and on each planet you've got to get the prize or the treasure. There's the back. So I'll open it up. Unfortunately it is falling apart now. I'm not really sure what I can do to repair it, because you've got bits that are torn and everything. But maybe I'm best off not keeping the cassette in the box anymore, because obviously opening it up and closing it is going to wreck it as well. But there's the cassette. And you can see it's in this sort of a cloudy plastic box. And the interesting thing about this is that on the box it says press to open, so if you press it, it opens like that. So I've never really seen anything like that before. And there's the tape itself. And another interesting thing about this is on the other side it says backup copy, because on the majority of games which were on cassette for the Atari 8-bit, you'd have the game would be on both sides of the tape. So obviously the people who have made this, they've decided to class the other side of the tape as a backup copy of the game. So let's take a look at Journey to the Planets on the Atari 8-bit. So on the title screen you can select between normal landings and hard landings. I think if you select hard landings it puts the gravity in reverse. I'm not sure, because I've not played it on that setting for a long time, but I'm just going to go with normal landings anyway. So for the Atari 8-bit, technically the graphics aren't that great. It can do a lot better. The graphics on this game, they've always reminded me of Lego or of Atari 2600 graphics. But that's all part of the game's charm. I don't think they're actually bad. I do like the simplistic nature of them. You know, how the trees look like lollipops and whatever. It's just all part of the game's charm, in my opinion. So he's now got into a spaceship. And all you do now is you just go up into space, and then you just explore space. So that bunch of question marks you just saw there, that's the map which you can access by pressing the fire button. So all of undiscovered space will be question marks, but as you move around, the question marks disappear and they reveal whether there's a planet there or not. So you can see now I've found a planet, so I'm going to enter the planet, the atmosphere. So obviously you've got to be careful when you land now. If you land too hard, or if you don't land on the landing pad, you'll crash and you'll lose energy, and then you'll have to go back to your own planet and start from there again. So like I've already said, each planet consists of like a puzzle. Some puzzles are really simple, like this one. The difficulty really in this one is shooting the aliens and stuff. But other planets, they do have quite tricky puzzles. You know, they are quite hard to work out. So as you can see, I've just been hit. So that's taken quite a bit of my energy away, and I'll now be sent back to the planet that I started off at. Now the thing is, once you're back on your own planet, you can actually go over to a temple thing, if that's the right way to describe it, and you can actually fill yourself up back with energy, like it's doing there. If your energy goes to zero, if you completely run out of energy, then it's game over. You also use a lot of energy by using the thrusters on your spaceship. So yeah, I think it's a really great game. You know, I just love the look and the feel of the game. I love the gameplay. It's just got a lot of charm to it. And it can be quite challenging as well. I've not completed this yet. I've got right to the end of the game, but it's hard figuring out what you need to do. So the prize on this planet is a diamond, which you can see there, and all you do is just take it back to your spaceship. So when you're in space, you do have to watch out for comets. Obviously, if they hit you, you'll end up crashing and you'll end up going back to the planet that you started off on. So yeah, not much more to be said really. I have heard that there are a couple of differences on the cartridge version of this game. Supposedly it doesn't have the selection between normal and hard landings, and the death sequence is supposed to be different as well. So yeah, that's Journey to the Planets on the Atari 8-bit. Doesn't go for much on eBay. I mean, even though this game is supposed to be very rare on cassette, I only paid £2.50 for it. So yes, thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with the gameplay footage.